Up next, it's former AFC East rivals. Miami leads the series 48-27 over Indy, but the Colts can make it 7 wins in the last night against the Dolphins. It's Week 4, and it's only on EA Sports.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Tua's throw here taken in by Parker. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 37-yard line.
Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Colts offense ready to go here for the first time, and the former Philadelphia Eagle turned Indianapolis Colt Carson Wentz set to take over here at the controls in his first year in Indianapolis. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. To throw, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw is Wentz. And the catch made by Hilton. The numbers from last week for Hilton. 6 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Into the red zone, Wentz. Touchdown, Colts. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Not today.
The rushing numbers for Gaskin last week: 17 carries, 74 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Dolphin football. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Wentz. Touchdown! T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Throwing now is Wentz. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
2 and now on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run now with Gaskin. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
DeForest Buckner, all-pro defensive tackle there on the stop. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got Fuller. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 21-0 our score after 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Wentz. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll run on first down. Taylor powers through. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Oh, Foster staying down after that last play. Let's hope he's okay. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. On first down, Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Throwing again on second down. Wentz, middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On third down, Hines. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Blankenship's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Running right, here's Brown. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Tua. It's complete to Fuller. And some room to roam now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down and then some. 36 yards. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
On first down, it's Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On play action, Wentz. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. Waddle now to return it. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Tua. And now here is another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. Going up top. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So on 4th down, the Dolphins' new punter for 2021, Michael Palardy, on to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Wentz now on 1st down. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 27 yards there, 1st down. So that challenge, a successful one. And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a third, but not to be, and it's 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach or offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A chance for Waddle on the return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Now the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. There he goes right side. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And now as the every potential they're going to take a seat.
After review of the play, the rule on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Uses the stiff arm. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw here pulled in by Hilton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Throwing on first is Wentz. Left side, Doyle with it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Working from the gun, Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now a give, right side. Brown, he fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Come on, dog!
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And he's got some space here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Another run with Gaskin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Here's Tua.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. And we all remember when Devontae Parker was drafted, a first-round pick out of Louisville, really hit his stride in 2019 with 1,200 yards. Numbers dipped a bit last year, but he can be a real dependable target for Tua Tagovailoa.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Gaskin, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Yeah, that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Rodgers on the return.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's got Jack Doyle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Shotgun now for Wentz.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And this one's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Once more the juke.
142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And just shutting him off there.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Wentz going to try and run again.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Again, it's Taylor.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
This is Gaskin on the carry.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Corey Willis.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
They run once more with Taylor.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the fourth quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Tua. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Colts pick it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling.
Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Myles Gaskin and the rest of the Dolphin offense ready to get back to work here.
And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a gain of 7.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. Second down, another run with Taylor. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. On third down, Taylor. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Taking on the midfield logo. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe